Big news in the MMA world today. Islam Makhachev's real fight night weight is finally out. Kamaru Usman has strong words about the Ilia Topuria matchup. Jake Paul is calling his shot against Anthony Joshua, and Dana White just claimed Francis Ngannou physically grabbed him inside UFC headquarters. Yeah, things got wild. Alright guys, let's get into it. We start with the number everyone has been waiting for. For the first time ever, fans now know exactly how big Islam Makhachev was when he walked into the cage against Jack Della Maddalena at UFC 322. In a new vlog posted by Will Harris of Anatomy of a Fighter, Makhachev stepped on the scale on fight night, and the number shocked a lot of people.
And camp-wise, everything is right on point. He's always had great camps, okay, except for one, but other than that, all these other camps have been fantastic, and this is the best camp out of all.
The lightweight champion turned welterweight contender officially weighed 189.4 pounds, that's 85.9 kilograms, meaning he cut nearly 20 pounds to make the 170-pound limit. And, according to his team, everything in camp was dialed in. They said he's always had good camps, except for one, and this was the best one yet. After the fight, Islam celebrated the win the way only champions do, by adding another Richard Mille to his collection.
Here we go. Wow, nice.
Okay.
Wow.
I like lights watch.
Meanwhile, Kamaru Usman is making his stance very clear. The former welterweight champion believes Islam Makhachev has absolutely nothing to gain from fighting Ilia Topuria at 170. Usman has been campaigning for the next title shot ever since Islam beat JDM, but with Topuria calling out multiple divisions, things got messy.
Foresee Ilia Topuria coming up to welterweight, potentially winning the title and staying and just defending against welterweights?
No.
No, we don't see that.
No.
You know, and he just growing into the lightweight division. And so we don't see that. Of course, it would be just for what? To make a humongous fight for the company, a big fight for the company. Yeah, but the thing is just for that. It's for the entertainment purpose of that fight happening. But in that case, what does Islam have to gain from that? Islam just put the work in and grew into this division and went out there and dominated the current champion. What does he gain from fighting Ilia Topuria, who was a featherweight, moved up to lightweight, and now moving up to welterweight? Really nothing to gain except all to lose. If something goes wrong and you lose, you lost to a featherweight. You know? So, listen, I think Ilia Topuria is extremely talented, and if they don't go with me and they go with him, I'm not, I don't want to say I won't be disappointed, but I'm not going to be upset. Like, as a fan of the sport, of course I would watch.
Islam's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, is also advising Topuria to pump the brakes. Ali told Michael Bisping and Paul Felder that Ilia is trying to follow Conor McGregor's blueprint, chasing super fights instead of building his own legacy. He warned Topuria that Islam would likely be 20 pounds heavier on fight night, making the matchup extremely risky for the newly crowned lightweight champion. According to Ali, Ilia should defend his belt a few times, build star power, and then move up for a mega fight later, not now.
A guy out there that's talking a lot of shit, and his name is Ilia Topuria. Is there any chance of that, Ali?
You win there, you haven't even defended your title once. You understand? Islam defended 4 times. Have a couple of fights. Islam will fight him, it's no problem. But in a way, why Islam, what Islam have benefit of beating Ilia Topuria, right? Is like almost not beating Dylan Dennis. It's like, because Ilia Topuria is one of the greatest fighters right now, honestly. He's so good, honestly. But in a way, you're gonna be in the cage 20 pounds less than Islam. You understand? And create your own legacy. Build your own self. You're young, you're hungry, you're good. Make your money, run your contract out and get a new contract. You understand? And fight Islam for big prize money. Let Islam do his thing, you do your thing, and after that you guys fight. But in a way, I feel he's taking a page out of Conor's book. When big fights on, you get on Twitter and write, and you get attention. Earn your own attention. live your own legacy. Don't live legacy for other people.
But the callouts didn't stop there. TJ Dillashaw chimed in with a strong take of his own. On the Jackson podcast, Dillashaw said Carlos Prates simply isn't ready for a title shot against Makhachev. Prates delivered a massive knockout at UFC 322, then immediately called for the belt. But TJ believes Islam would wreck him right now.
Maybe a little bit more grappling awareness from Prates would help him out a lot. Because you see holes, this is 170, so the champion now, Islam would just wreck him. You know, it would just be an easy fight. So I don't think Prates should even be pushing for a title fight right now. Let, continue to build some star power, because he's a star, he's entertaining, take some smart fights, because Islam, you lose your chance at a title by fighting Islam, in my opinion.
Dillashaw also admitted he was shocked by how easily Islam handled JDM. He said he expected Jack Della Maddalena to give Islam more problems, but Islam made the fight look effortless. For TJ, that performance just reaffirmed how dangerous the Dagestani champion is when he mixes his grappling with pressure.
Islam made the fight look so easy, dude. And I did not expect it to look that easy. I chose Islam to win. Anytime there's a grappler versus a striker, usually 90% of the time I'm picking the grappler, especially when they're this dominant. But I expected JDM to give him more problems, be able to get back to his feet and show more danger on us.
In another corner of the MMA world, Arman Tsarukyan and Dan Hooker finally came face to face. After months of trash talk, the two lightweights will headline UFC Fight Night 265 this Saturday, and the first stare-down did not disappoint. But Arman has even bigger plans. Speaking to Mike Heck, Tsarukyan said that if he beats Hooker this weekend, he wants a quick turnaround, and he wants Ilia Topuria in January.
Around 2 months away from this potential fight happening, and nothing has been announced yet. So I'm wondering, if all goes well for you on Saturday and you put on this great performance, would you be willing to make a quick turnaround to fight Ilia for the belt maybe in January, or would you rather just kind of wait and see how things play out?
No, I don't want to wait. If I perform very well and the UFC said, can you fight in January, I'll take that fight right away.
Meanwhile, the boxing world is heating up again thanks to Jake Paul. The problem child dropped a bold new promo ahead of his December 19th heavyweight showdown with Anthony Joshua. Jake vowed to knock out, defeat, and embarrass the former world heavyweight champion. He admitted his voice cracked but said he's still going through puberty, making the promo even more explosive.
Biggest fight of my career. I'm walking into the lion's den. I'm doing something that no one else has ever done before. I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out, defeat, and embarrass Anthony Joshua Friday, December 19th, live on Netflix. My voice cracked, I'm still going through puberty. The biggest fight of 2025, USA versus UK. He's got the belts, the size, the history, but I have the balls. Be careful what you wish for. Jake versus Joshua. Judge me.
But now, to the story that's blowing up the entire industry. Dana White just claimed he got into a physical altercation with Francis Ngannou. During an appearance on the Flagrant podcast, the UFC CEO described a moment years ago when Francis allegedly grabbed him by the shirt inside UFC headquarters.
Guy has shown, so he's going in to fight Stipe Miocic in Boston, and he knows he's going to kill Stipe, right? So after the press conference, we're walking down this hallway and he comes over to me and he grabs me and he says, let me tell you what's going to happen. His English is fucking great, okay? No language barrier whatsoever. When this fight's over, you're going to book me a private plane to Paris. And I said, I laughed and said, oh yeah? He goes, I'm not joking. You're going to book me a private plane to Paris. So, okay. So we go our own ways. Stipe Miocic beats the fucking shit out of him. So that ended that whole conversation. And he had just fought, and he comes up to my office, and he's in the hallway or whatever, hanging out. And I said, "Come on in. What's going on?" And he was pissed off that he didn't get a $50,000 bonus in his last fight. That he didn't get the bonus of the night. And I said, well, Francis, you didn't get it because this, that. And he's in my office and he's arguing with me. And I'm like, yeah, this guy got this guy got that, and this is why. The conversation's over, I'm starting to leave, and he grabs me by my shirt. and like pushes me back in my office. And I said, dude, get your fucking hands off me.
Those were the words that came out of you when Francis Ngannou grabbed you by the shirt.
Dana said he told Francis to get your hands off me, and that was the end of it. The story instantly sparked debates across social media. Fans argued whether it was true, exaggerated, or just Dana firing back after years of Francis criticizing the UFC. Either way, it added a chaotic chapter to one of the most heated fighter-promoter relationships in MMA history. Alright guys, that's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in for all the latest fight news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.